It's one of my favourite times in the football calendar. It's the EFL end of season playoffs, and I'm going to all the championship games over the next 6 days. I'm just heading off to Bristol Temple Mead. I'm just at Paddington waiting for the train, and I watch Bristol City v Sheffield United. Going to be a fascinating one tonight, and then I'm off to Coventry tomorrow, Friday, for their game at the CBS Arena against Sunderland. It's going to be a fascinating game tonight. Bristol City just about held on to their playoff spot, finishing 6th, while Sheffield United had a fantastic chance to get automatically promoted, but then lost 3 games in a row, which all but ended their chances of finishing in the top 2. Everyone thinks sports journalism is a glamorous job and we must all stay in the swanky best hotels and go to the best restaurants. Actually, I'm staying at the Ibis Budget Hotel. It's my upteenth budget hotel this season. I lost count of how many I've been to, but here I am just down the road from Bristol Temple Mead Station, and I'm staying here tonight. Credit where credit's due. It's all right. I came into the room and I was pleasantly surprised. For a budget hotel, a very nice room, very clean, very modern, a nice comfortable double bed, an air dryer. Okay, I don't need one of them, I understand. A kettle, tea, coffee. They never give you enough milk. I always need 2 just for a cuppa, and I'm probably gonna have more than 2 cups of tea here. So we'll have to stock up later from reception. It's got a flat screen TV opposite the bed. It's nice and airy. You can hang your coat and clothes up on it, so that's good. The shower room, yeah, it's pretty basic, but it's all right. It's a lot better than one that I stayed in at Fratton Park, which was terrible. I remember a tiny Ibis room there, barely room for a double bed, and literally had to go into almost, it felt like a space capsule, really tight. So that was awful. But this one, very nice. Yeah, it's okay, it's all right. So I'm gonna go to the game in about 90 minutes, and yeah, I'm looking forward to what should be a good evening. I've just arrived at Ashton Gate and I'm sort of standing around near the fan zone, all the supporters in good spirits, getting their beverages in, and there's some food before kick-off here. About an hour and a half before the match starts, so I'm going to go inside to the press area. Well, I'm inside the stadium itself now. Just had a lovely steak and peas and potatoes. Absolutely fantastic spread of food by Bristol City. And we're about half an hour away from kickoff now, and the team's warming up.
Bristol are the only major city in the United Kingdom that have never played Premier League football, and the atmosphere inside the stadium is absolutely electric. You can barely hear yourself talk here, that's how loud it is. Hopefully you can hear my voice. But anyway, this is going to be an exciting evening.
Number 24, Hayden Roberts. Number 27, Harry Courtney.
Oh my word, Sheffield United have been awarded a penalty and Rob Dickie is being sent off. Bristol City reduced to 10 men. Alan Burrows has scored for Sheffield United. Left-footed, sending the keeper the wrong way.
Well, it's half-time, and just before the break, disaster for Bristol City, conceding a penalty and having Rob Dickie sent off. And I'm afraid he had to go. He sent Kiefer Moore sprawling. The referee pointed to the spot, and once he points to the spot, he has to send him off. Yet a disastrous end to the first half of Bristol City, who now has to play the second half with 10 men.
It will be Tom that makes it back first, but he's got to go again. Jordan's got some work to do. On the turn once more. Off goes Tom. Jordan's doing well. He's catching up, but Tom has still got this lead. I think Tom's ankle is slightly more deflated than Jordan's, but it will be Tom to make the turn first. It's going to be Tom to win. Jordan's catching. Tom takes the win. Congratulations.
And there's the second. Brooks, Alan O'Hare, 3-0, Sheffield United, surely going to Wembley now.
So it's all over. It's half empty Ashton Gate.
Off. That proved to be the turning point of this match. Rob Dickie being sent off in first half stoppage time, giving away a penalty after pulling down Kiefer Moore. I think the red card's been given for the initial pull-in, almost like a wrestle in the lead up to trying to make the tackle on Kiefer Moore. I think that's what's done for him. We'll have to get confirmation on that. However, that red card is second of the season, both against Sheffield United, have proved costly. And Bristol City didn't really recover in the second half, playing against a very powerful and big Sheffield United side, and Brooks scored the second, Callum O'Hare got the third, and you've got to say the Blades surely are in the playoff final now. Stranger things have happened though. I was actually at Hillsborough when Sheffield Wednesday overturned a 4-0 deficit from the first leg against Peterborough in a League One playoff a couple of years ago. I can't see that happening this time though. So let's go and see what the managers have got to say.
Has made it a good night for us, but I think you've seen my attitude before the game, seen my attitude, you know, I respect the game too much, respect the opponents, the manager, their players too much, their football club too much to know that, you know, even at the end, get the players off the pitch. We've got to get back to Sheffield, we've got to recover, we've got to reflect on the game, and we've got a big night ahead of us on Monday night.
I just feel a bit for everybody associated with the club, really. I think, firstly, look, credit to Sheffield United, I think, in terms of that they still have to do a job when we go down to 10. And, you know, when you look at the strength of their squad, the depth they have on the bench, you know, most of their bench, I think, walks into most Championship teams. Up to the sending off, I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a really good advert for Championship football. The whole game just completely changed because of, you know, a major error. For me, look, he's waiting for contact. There is contact, but the red has to be for no intention, I've been told, to play the ball. Rob kicks the ball, so I don't get how you can not attempt to play the ball yet kick it. So I think it's one of those, we flagged concerns earlier in the week around his performance level this season. You know, he's given out previous reds, have been incorrect, and he's unfortunately done another one tonight.
Good morning, it's Friday and I'm just finishing a bit of work. I'm just writing up an interview with Notts County manager Stuart Maynard ahead of their League Two playoff semi-final against Wimbledon, which is tomorrow. That's going to go in our paper. I've then got to write a follow-up from last night's game. Probably going to be a bit with Chris Wilder, obviously celebrating their 3-0 win last night. Absolutely brilliant result. So, yeah, just going to finish off a bit of work. Then I'm going to be going to the CBS Arena. So I'll be leaving for Coventry round about lunchtime. Should be getting into Cov about 3ish and then checking into the hotel, a couple of hours there, and then off to the game. So I've just arrived in Coventry, had a lovely lunch and about to head up to the hotel. Two hours from kick-off and I'm just about to leave the hotel. I'm staying in another Ibis and I have to say, a very nice room. Very neat, very tidy, very clean, quite modern. And yeah, pleasantly surprised. The Ibis actually are very good. So I'm off to the CBS. I've just been working in the hotel. I've been writing up a piece that I did with Charlie Kelman at Leyton Orient, who's been banging goals in for fun this season on loan from QPR. He's won the Golden Boot. So he's hoping to fire Leyton Orient into the Championship. They've got Stockport. And I've just been transcribing an interview I did with Connor Coventry at Charlton Athletic, former West Ham kid. So anyway, off to the CBS now. So let's go and see what this evening has in store. So just in a taxi on the way to the CBS Arena. Sunderland coming to this game in terrible form. They've lost their last 5 games on the bounce. They've been cemented in the playoffs pretty much all the season. Early stages they were looking like they were going for automatics. They dropped off, but have literally just been cemented. They can't go into the automatics and couldn't drop out of the playoffs. So they've sort of just been, I don't know, cruising along really. Whereas Coventry are a lot more battle hardened. When Frank Lampard took over, they were 17th in the table, yet they've been in fantastic form and managed to get into 5th spot at the end. So it's going to be a fascinating match.
It's almost 10 minutes from kick-off and I'm in the stadium and the atmosphere is growing. A lot of excitement here. I was actually here on Saturday for their final game of the season against Middlesbrough, where they got across the line and secured that playoff spot. And they broke their record attendance that day. 31,000 plus was in the stadium. And I think it's another sellout tonight. It'll be interesting to see if they've broken the record again. Anyway, the teams will be out shortly. Where it's all square here at the CBS Arena, goalless at the break. Both teams not trying to make a mistake. Obviously no one wants to make a mistake like Rob Dickie did last night for Bristol City against Sheffield United. Coventry have enjoyed most of the possession without doing really much with it. Ben Sheaf came closest to scoring. He had a shot charged down brilliantly by Dan Ballard, where, well, down the other end, Lisa Nienda shot a warning across Coventry's bows by dragging the shot just wide on the counter. Well, what scenes here at the CBS Arena, 2 goals in a minute. Wilson Isidore putting the Black Cats ahead with their first shot on target. Classic counter-attacking move, and Isidore putting the ball into the back of the net. But straight down the other end, just a minute later, is that man, Jack Rudoni, the Sky Blue star man, equalising. So we're all square again. What a game, it's all livened up.
Full time, sponsored by Elise. Final score in tonight's playoff semi-final first leg, sponsored by Bristol Fulfillment Global, Coventry City 1, Sunderland 2.
Well, it's all over here at CBS. Breathless finish to the game. Those 2 goals in 110 seconds really livened things up. Wilson Isidore scoring for the Black Cats against the run of play to put them 1-0 up. And then the man who could do no wrong here at Coventry, Jack Rudoni, equalised with a powerful header. But just as it looked like we're going to go back to the stadium light all square, Liza Mienda broke a huge mistake from Coventry and scored to put Sunderland 2-1 up. So advantage to the Black Cats as we go back to the stadium light on Tuesday.
It's not over, that's for sure. And Sunderland will know it's not over. We know it's not over. So I won't be drawing on too much from the past. We just absolutely look at what this game may look like. And we don't know, because they may take that approach at home, what they brought here. I think they brought that here because probably how they felt when they played against us in the league, and maybe if they view how we've been playing here at the CBS. And I understand that. We just have to sometimes say, like, credit to them there. I just think about the football side of it, how it might look, and what can we do a bit better, and where the spaces might be if they come out more. There's pressure on us both now in different ways, I guess.
We did really well this season, and of course the last period was a little bit different, but we were in our plan to refresh our squad, to create the condition to have our full squad available, and I think it was really important today because the energy we showed, the connection, the commitment. I think it's the main point in the playoffs mode. You need extra energy, you need connection, you need freshness, and I think it was the case today.